A foster child is someone that don't have like a stable place to live, like I've had or haven't had.
And when the police got to the house, we were like, the court report said we were covered in feces. There was no food in the refrigerator, roaches everywhere. It was like just ridiculous living standards.
My family were moving around a lot because they weren't very stable, and one thing led to another where we had to either pay or move. My whole family just separated and lived different places.
I have 16 brothers and sisters, and I'm the only one that went into foster care.
My parents did drugs, and everyone, they sold drugs out of the house. Cops came and picked every one of us up, and we were put into the receiving home, and from there we went to foster care.
I don't lie, I cried, like a big baby. I'm pretty sure everybody does it at that age.
I was in 5 foster homes.
I was in more than 10 families.
I was with about, I'd say, over 16 homes.
Just big chunks gone.
It's like in raising your own children. You get angry with one and you send them to their room and they're grounded for a week, and everybody calms down in time, and you get a hug and an "I'm sorry, Mom," or "I'm a sorry, Dad," or "I'm sorry, son." These kids haven't gotten that. They get a foster parent picking up the phone and telling the social worker, "Get this kid out of my house." They do something wrong and they get thrown away, disposed of, out of somebody's hair. That's a lesson that's so hard to penetrate and teach them. It is different and can be different.
Repeat this after me, please. I have greatness. Give me some energy. Repeat this after me, please. I have greatness. In me. For the last how long have we been together? 2-3 months? 4 months maybe now?
So what I'm trying to do, as I'm here working with these kids, with these young adults, is I'm trying to infuse them with belief that no matter what you've gone through, your past does not have to determine or dictate your future.
It's doable for me to pass Disney, Microsoft, and be the best writer ever. My reason to succeed is I care too much about myself to just fail and not do anything about such a wonderful life God has granted me, because I have greatness in me. They really reach out to you and treat you as if you're really one of their own. And getting out of the foster care system, you think, I'm just coming to a program and just to have a place to stay, but no, here they really prep you for the real world. And
These kids, we have to start from the ground up, from soft skills. How do you dress for an interview? How do you talk to a potential employer? Just some of the simplest things that you and I have taught our children automatically, day to day. These kids have never had.
Okay, so 2 times rent would be, your rent is 50% of income. That's no good. That's no good at all. Actually, that's what's called critical or dire. That means one of your work checks goes all to rent. Another work check goes just to survive, for food.
I want to thank you guys for showing up to my group. This is a discussion group. There are no wrong answers. Today we're going to be talking about feelings. I need you to understand that getting your feelings out instead of stuffing them will stop you from going where I went, and that was turning to drugs, seeking outside validations. What about you, Shaniqua? How do you deal with your feelings?
Well, I'm real good at writing, so I usually wrote poetry to express my feelings, and then also I turned to drawing because drawing kind of excited me, because after I finished a piece, I would, feel good about myself because it looked
I want you to know that my door is always open if you need to talk, because I was once a stuffer myself, but then you know what happens when we stuff things, right? What do?
I blow up.
There you go, and that's not good because you might blow up at the wrong person, right?
They come into our program, to learn the necessary life skills that will allow them to become independent and self-reliant. And they need help in that transition. That's what we provide.
At Volunteers of America, I learned the smallest thing, smallest little details, such as setting a thermostat on how that'll help me with energy bills and whatnot, all the way to the most greatest of details to setting up doctor's appointments, how to get financial aid for schools, setting up bank accounts, just everything, from the very smallest thing to the very biggest thing. Not only did they take time out to teach me the really, really small things, but as I was practicing the things that they taught me, if I ever slipped up, they would be there. Volunteers of America, they were more of like Jiminy Cricket. They were in the back of my head going, hey, go on, just try a little bit of this, just a little bit of that. And before I knew it, I was doing things on my own.
Our biggest goal is to provide a safe and nurturing environment for them here.
I feel like this place is a real relief for me and very safe. I feel like it's been real positive for me also. So I'm studying Associate's Arts in Elementary Education to be an elementary school teacher because as a little kid growing up, since I really didn't have a mom or a dad, I kind of depended on my teachers to teach me, you know, what I needed to be in life. I've been through so much and I hope that I become somebody someday. I just really feel this is a time in my life where I can basically stand on my own and move on with my life, and it's actually like starting my life over as a new beginning.